a little movie from 2013 called The Evil Dead.
Oh, I haven't seen that since it came out.
I haven't either, and I could not remember it or how I felt about it, honestly.
Fade Alvarez?
It's Fade or Fady, yeah. Fede Alvarez is his name. Couldn't remember it. So 10 years later, I decided to watch it again, especially after having seen Evil Dead Rise recently, which I loved. And this movie is not bad. I mean, I love that they pay homages to the original and that they really stick to horror more than comedy.
Oh, yeah. I definitely, I would classify this, I would like this high, let me talk. I would rank this higher than Evil Dead 2 remake and a horror and a comedy, whereas this is literally horrific. I mean, we're talking like buckets of blood, and I love the subtext, the drug subtext and everything else. I was trying to remember. Now I have to watch it again too, because I haven't watched it since the first time.
It's got a great cast too, and some of them have gone on to do other stuff. Jane Levy's in it, Shiloh Fernandez, and this guy named Lou Taylor Pucci plays the long-haired guy. Do you remember him, the blonde, long-haired guy that finds the book and starts reading it?
Yeah.
He is the guy from that movie Spring that I've talked about.
Okay.
That Benson and Moorhead did. That's like a Lovecraftian monster movie set in Italy. It's like a romance. He's the lead in that. And I didn't recognize him because his hair is really long in this movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a brief synopsis. Mia, as you mentioned, is a drug addict. Asked her brother and his girlfriend and their friends, Olivia and Eric, to accompany them to the family's remote forest cabin, which we're all familiar with. Eric finds the mysterious Book of the Dead at the cabin and reads aloud from it, awakening an ancient demon, and then all hell breaks loose. This movie only gets 63% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I think that's not good. Because
Rotten Tomatoes sucks.
They're usually on it, but they're not on it with this one. The only thing I can think is the ending doesn't really work with Mia being the final girl instead of the brother.
Right.
I didn't like that because Mia was already possessed. I don't think she should have been able to shed that demon. I think it should have been like the original where the brother is the survivor. But, and like I said, Evil Dead Rise is a superior movie to this, but I don't dislike this at all. And I'm like you, I'm not as big a fan of Evil Dead 2, whereas a lot of folks consider it the best. And I'm like, really? It's too comic. It's like a Joe Dante movie with big rubber costumes. Yeah.
I totally agree with you on all of those points. The thing I remember about this one was I remember thinking, okay, this is a remake that to me works. That is still pays homage to the original, but not in a blatant way that you suddenly go, Easter egg, kind of thing. It doesn't take you out of this film and this experience, which is good for a remake to do.
Right. And it's extremely visceral and extremely scary, just like the first movie. So anyway, that's what I did in my genre week.
Start the car. Johnny has the key.